we go from radio to Twitch streaming. So 2 platforms that we've been kicked off of. Radio, Twitch. This is why I am so grateful we do an actual show. Mm-hmm. And we don't if all internet drama died tomorrow, we'd do a 4.5-hour show the way we do now. We'd be fine. There are a lot of people who, if they couldn't show their tits in a pool, or if they couldn't just make their entire show about talking about someone else they're jealous of, they wouldn't have a channel at all. Or they'd be they get themselves in a lot of trouble because they attract a crazy audience. We have a lovely audience that goes to work, listens to our show, busts our balls every once in a while, then goes about their business.
It's a real steel toe-esque audience.
It's the best audience there is out there.
Love you guys.
You get some of these people and they start to, think that they live in the house, and they start to think that they're all, a family and stuff like that, and they get a little too familiar and the lines get blurred, people get hurt, crazy shit happens. It takes up more of your life than you'd like to think it does. Well, enter Twitch streamer JustFoxii. I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often to these female Twitch streamers because they don't do anything. They're not particularly funny.
Right.
They're not particularly entertaining. They don't talk about anything. They don't have like a take on what's going on in the world or entertainment or gossip or pop culture or anything like that. They literally exist to be hot in front of a camera and read chats.
Entertaining to your wiener.
They're like a hot Kevin Brennan with great tits. They just live to read a chat, and that's all she wrote. So this JustFoxii, when you are one of these streamers, you draw a lot of psychos.
Yeah.
Psychos who think that you're in a relationship, that you're secretly talking to them, that you guys have a special connection that the other listeners just wouldn't understand. And sometimes those crazy motherfuckers buy a plane ticket or a bus ticket, and they, some of that machinery in their head lets loose, if you will. The moment a Twitch streamer's car was set ablaze by a viewer who traveled 700 miles and torched it outside her home has been shared on social media. Kylie Carter, known on the streaming platform as JustFoxii, first shared images of her car during and after the blaze on Twitter. Opening up in a YouTube video, Carter shared more details about the incident, which she said occurred whilst she was on vacation. Now, how big of a slap in the face is this to Twitch? That this woman had a big announcement to make about her stalker and her car?
Yeah.
And she did it on YouTube. Ooh.
I mean,
so much for brand loyalty, huh? Carter said, quote, "I was asleep. It was around 2 a.m, and my mom called me. She was crying, and I knew something really bad had happened." Let's check this out. Again, this is kind of the price you pay. I'm sorry, but titty streamers need to learn this is kind of the price you pay for the low effort, high reward kind of broadcasting that you do.
I'm guessing this is kind of an extreme event, though. Like my take on it is usually like, I assume OnlyFans models get this too because people can request things from you on there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing a lot of it is just really bitchy messages like, oh, why aren't you giving me attention? And where's the attention going?
Right.
And all of that.
But the kind of channel you have dictates whether or not you attract those kind of people.
Yeah.
And you're going to attract, if you got your titties out and you're just going, you guys are so funny. Oh, I dropped my pen. Oh, like if you do that kind of channel and that's your whole content, that's all you do, you're going to get a lot of guys who have a screw loose and love titties.
I am surprised people like Amouranth don't get this stuff happening to them. I'm glad they don't.
Right. It's nice that they don't.
Or at least we're not hearing about it.
But again, you gotta, some of these titty streamers gotta feel sometimes like, oh my God, I'm stealing money. How is this so easy? Well, this is kind of the counter, the check to that. Is that, yeah, it is really easy. You were born super hot. You've kept yourself in good shape. You got a great body. Mm-hmm. You put it on the internet. People throw money at you just for you to smile at them.
It's porn that you're in charge of.
Right. It's a great gig if you can get it, sure. Yeah. But then when you get the people who think that they're your boyfriend and they come to your house because you smiled at another guy in the Twitch chat and he sets your car on fire, that's kind of when you wonder how can it be this easy? It's because this is kind of the extreme risk you run doing that. Let's check it out. Oh, no, she doesn't have a Tesla, does she? because that's going to
not
burn.
a Tesla.
It burns forever if it's an electric car.
That's not a Tesla.
Is that an old-timey gas can? Oh, no, it's... the fuck
It
is
looks like a crock, like one of those really big old Crocs.
Okay, help me out here. What the fuck is this guy doing?
He's going medieval on that car.
That is an elaborate way to set someone's car on fire.
Okay, well, what did she hurt the guy.
She did.
He's hurting.
She read his bit donation in a downward inflection, and he clearly said, happy birthday, not happy birthday.
And he was used to getting, so-and-so says happy birthday. You sexy thing.
You didn't wink at me when I gifted subs.
Oh, you didn't bend over for me that time.
Oh, here we go. Oh, and there it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, now that to me looks like an electric vehicle fire.
I don't think that's...
That doesn't look like an internal combustion engine.
100% not a Tesla. If it's electric, it's something else.
That looks like an EV fire. That looks like you're going to have to get a helicopter to drop some sand in your driveway.
Let the bitch burn.
This is her. You know what? I'm sure she gives really good advice on a Middle East exit strategy and how to find peace between Israel and Palestine and,
See, this to me somehow is worse than just the usual titty streamer like Amouranth that's just like clearly she knows her tits are out. She's trying to look like a young schoolgirl / furry. Okay, that's going to attract some different people.
Oh, yeah, the ones that dress really young and try
to look like a schoolgirl.
You try to look like, JustFoxii. Let's get some different images.
She's got an Instagram up, but that's spicy.
You think she's got a spicy Instagram? Yeah, there she is. Everybody wears fishnets when they stream. Aren't you wearing fishnets right now?
Look, I have no pants on at all.
Oh, yeah, you're wearing a dress. What am I talking about? Oh, my God, she's a ninja.
Okay, clearly, yes, we get the point. You're pretty. She's a very pretty girl. Push those tits up to your chin.
You don't think that's how her tits usually look? Like
no,
if she just took that off?
I promise you nobody's tits are up that high.
Oh, okay.
She's a very pretty girl, but yes, when you try to look like a teenage girl and you wear shit like furry fucking ears and shit, like, yeah, you're going to attract some weirdos.
You don't think she's talking about what the Nuggets are going to do to build a dynasty after the NBA Finals on her stream?
I don't even think they're talking about the shooting that happened after the Nuggets game.
Oh.
And what we should do about that and drug deals gone wrong.
For Christ's sake.
It's not good. I beg of you, go to her Instagram link. It was just on the previous page.
All right, let's take a look.
There it is, first
JustFoxii, 127,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, look at her. Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying, like, when your whole thing...
Okay.
When this is your whole thing, when this is all you do, you're going to attract a certain audience. She's 25.
But I get it. You're hot. You are hot. You're a pretty girl. That doesn't mean...
But if that's all you are, you're going to attract some crazy people.
Especially when you dress like that.
There's not a lot of depth there.
I think it's pretty cut and dry sometimes when you are just a titty streamer. Like, I'll give Amouranth this. Like, she's pretty much just a slutty fucking titty streamer. But she's not going for the weird furry anime cosplay angle that I know of. And that stuff, there's some weird people in those groups.
Michael B says, Syria, do tell. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go to this girl and I want to be like, hey, the Yemeni civil war, go. Just see what she comes up with.
And look, I'm not
most Twitch thoughts have OnlyFans, says Tanner Johnson.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm not just like shaming her or anything. Like, if this is working for people, that's fine, because I think it does say a lot more about the person who torched her car than her. Like, you can do whatever type of streaming you want. That doesn't warrant somebody coming and torching your car.
No, of course not.
It doesn't matter. I don't care what you've messaged that person. I don't care if you flirted with somebody. They don't come torch your car.
I'm saying if every level of success owes a cosmic debt,
sure.
Like if there's a yin to every yang, if you will.
Yeah.
If you're going to be able to get by on just pushing your tits up and turning on a Twitch stream, the universe has to pay that back. Like that, you take on a debt. And that debt is you're going to attract some crazy people who only watch that shit. And sometimes those people take the smallest slight, buy a bus ticket, and travel 700 miles to set your car on fire.
And she's not changing her ways now, right? She's not going to change.
Somebody said in our chat, they're going to donate enough money to her, she'll get 3 new cars out of this.
No, it's a positive for her.
Annoyed Wawa supervisor says we constantly have kids like this trying to shoot TikToks in our store. I had to get a cricket bat. See, thank you. Now I know what goes on at Wawa's and how they're trying to reverse course on this problem. T. Jefferson says Amouranth totally cosplays. Oh yeah, she does all of it.
I don't watch her a lot, but like the last time I checked in on her, just because, you know, the numbers, it's like I gotta see what's got 30,000 viewers right now.
Yeah.
And she's just wearing the tiniest micro thong bikini with like bent. She has to have back problems because she's literally bent over with her back arched, standing up with a mirror behind her the whole time. And it's just like, you have to hurt.
Her butthole is almost showing. Like she's got to have her thongs like strategically taped.
She has body tape on for sure.
So that her butthole doesn't slip out.
That stuff does
when
wonders.
She's bending over in a mirror.
No, she just has it plugged with like a cap on the outside part.
She's got a butthole cap. Oh man.
Yeah.
If you want to do your Father's Day shopping today while I go hit a bucket of balls, I mean, that's okay with me.
You're looking at me like feverishly. I know you're going golfing. It's okay.
What? How dare you?
I would love to join you, but I know it's not in the...
fucking dare you?
It's not on the cards. I wasn't invited.
I did. I invited you to do the driving range thing, and you said, why don't you just go golfing?
No, I didn't. You led me there.
Oh, okay.
You walked me to that sentence.
Did I dog walk you into the golf thing? I'm just going to go hit a bucket of balls.
That is sickness.
You know what? You're right. If you're right, I've got a problem.
Hey, did Tin Man Taylor ever say what a show was talking shit with me?
He didn't. Chris said, didn't Amouranth get kicked out of her gym once already? Yeah, years ago. There's that thing of her. She had a stream going, and she would stick her ass out, and she would stick her tits out while she was. Do we have that Amouranth getting kicked out of the? Yeah, she got kicked out of the gym because they were like, all right, ma'am, we let a lot of e-thoughts in here to fucking work out, but you're being egregious.
I don't even, there's been times where we'll go to our gym at night. Or I'll go alone at night, because I didn't have any other time. I don't even film when I'm alone. Okay? Like for myself to look at. I don't even do that. I'm like ashamed of whatever I must look like.
This is almost 5 years ago. Amouranth gets kicked out of the gym.
No, I don't have my camera set up today.
I don't have my camera stuff today, yet she's
I can't be at the gym, bro?
Oh, yeah, this is the one where she brought like a fucking Captain America shield with her to the gym as she worked out.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
This is no camera, sir. You just don't know streaming. So this poor guy, he just starts trying to explain, like, well, we've gotten some complaints. And she just keeps interrupting him by going,
I don't have my camera.
People are just getting a little uncomfortable.
I don't want this guy's commentary, though.
No, this is shitty.
I just want the video. Amouranth was kicked out of a gym during a live stream. Yeah, do they have here we go. Is this? No, that's an advertisement. Here we go. There, this is what I want. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, look, come on.
Look at what she's wearing.
Come on. She brought a Captain America shield. She's doing a basic stretch, and her tits are focused right in the middle of the camera. Come on.
And I'm sorry, what you're wearing, too. Like, that's not appropriate gym attire for most places.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Texas.
Look at how hot I am.
Look at her just look. She's looking off to see if people are looking at her. Come on.
Meanwhile, there's people like you can see that normal woman in the mirror like actually trying to work out, and then there's this.
There's a woman getting a good lesbo sweat in.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to do. And here's Amouranth dry as a bone. Oh, let me make sure I stretch properly.
Oh, somebody come spot me.
Oh my good. Oh, look. Oh, are my taped in tits doing okay at
That's
the gym?
problem. Like people are, yes, you're fucking hot. We get it. Like it's so exhausting for me. Like every time I see a girl dressed like this at the gym, I'm like, we all get it. You're very pretty. Like, do you need a gold sticker? You want a star?
Huh? That's why I'm not filming anymore.
You're not filming?
No, I don't have my camera set up today.
You're fucking.
It's in the mirror. You can see it. It's right behind her arm.
You are filming. So she's lying to this poor guy, gaslighting the shit out of him.
He's looking at it set up. It's right there. See it?
Oh yeah, look. That's a little. It's on a little stand.
It's on an arm. It's on a fucking arm. Her phone's just set up on an arm.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're not filming, who doesn't just keep their phone on an arm?
He's standing right next to it. Ooh, bullshit! You're not filming.
Wow.
Come on.
Because like people just keep complaining to me about it, and I have to always do the manager.
Who's complaining?
Like I just got three numbers.
I don't have my camera set up. Like, you may say I can't be at the gym?
You're filming all of these people working out. These people don't want to be filmed working out. You think the way this woman dressed at the gym, she wants to be filmed and sent out on the internet? No.
I would fucking expect, like, if I had my phone set up upstairs in the gym and there's guys around me weightlifting and shit, I would fully expect one of them to come chew me out.
And how about while she's arguing with this guy, she still has the wherewithal, the presence of mind to keep her tits center screen.
Guys, look at them.
Fuck, she is obnoxious.
Who's complaining about
I'm not saying you
this?
can't be at the gym, but like they just can't film.
Yeah, I don't have my.
I mean, like you have to.
No, I'm not filming though. I'm just like Skyping my trainers.
Well, I'm not sure, but the general manager might be here soon. I just talked to you, so you can tell her that. But
Okay.
if you're not filming,
Yeah.
We'll fast forward. So 4 minutes later,
Am I just not allowed to film just because I have?
4 minutes later, she's still just stretching. There's just stretches. That's it.
This is the type of person that thinks her hotness can get her out of everything.
Right. Exactly.
It's a free
So you
pass.
want me to be against the wall?
Because nobody else should be
Caitlin.
with me.
So I love this woman because this guy's trying to be diplomatic, and this woman, she knows her because she's probably started shit like this at the gym before. She goes, Caitlin, time to shut it off. Like she's talking to her like the teenager she's behaving like.
Look at this behavior, though, from the two different people trying to talk to her. Of course,
Yeah.
the man is going to go to the hot woman and try to be diplomatic, and then the woman doesn't give a shit, so no, fuck you.
Caitlin. It's like a parent talking to their kid who's clearly trying to bullshit their way out of some trouble they're in.
Yeah.
Caitlin, shut it off. Like she's almost like, I'm not arguing with you anymore.
I can't imagine. Like, I don't even know what the word is for Amouranth here. She's not. What is the word for that?
E-thought. Perfect.
It's a behavioral word.
I'm Skyping my trainer. Meanwhile, the oh yeah, and someone just joined the Amouranth goes off on her phone. Yeah, you're Skyping your trainer, of course.
What is wrong with myself? I don't understand. I think I'm being phone harassed though, because it's like I don't even have my camera here. No, I don't have my.
She's holding up her stream. She's like, Amouranth, you're clearly filming. I'm watching your stream right now.
I was about to say they can double check this just by pulling it up.
Right.
Really quickly. Or
I'm
watch
being
this after
phone
too.
harassed.
Like, check it
Fuck,
out.
she's
If
awful.
I'm being addressed by our gym owner, I'm not just gonna lay on the ground with my tits out, by the way. I'm gonna probably stand up and talk to the guy.
Yeah.
Campus, like nobody should feel uncomfortable. We don't need to allow. So. Well, then why did you originally say it was fine?
What I said was if you don't have members of the shop, but clearly you've been unable to do that.
Right. What they're saying is you have people in the shot who are trying to work out.
Yeah.
And they're not comfortable being filmed and you haven't asked them.
Here's my opinion. You want to do this shit, get a home gym.
Oh, and by the way, why is she doing this in front of a mirror? Why is she
Obviously,
streaming in front of a
so
mirror?
her ass is in
Yes,
there.
so you can get the ass shot
Well, that's
in there.
obvious, yeah.
Because everybody, you don't bring a Captain America shield to the gym with you?
Wouldn't be caught dead with it.
Oh, because I bring one all the time. It helps with boxing and everything to have a Captain America shield with you.
I just don't understand how you're that out of touch with reality.
She's the worst. She really is
I don't
the
know.
worst.
I think some people's hotness just honestly goes to their head, and I don't think it happens that often. Maybe it does. I don't know. Like, you can be a hot person and not be a bag of shit. Do you know that?
I mean, it's possible, but not likely. You're probably going to be a bag of shit. Most likely, genetically, you're just going to have to be a bag of shit.
Aaron picked me because I'm homely.
Red Fox Mad says, pastor saves church members' pubic hair and bathes them. Okay, I'm probably not going to check that one out right now. We're going to get to some FBI shit, but I will definitely
fuck.
open it and save it for later.
I mean, the FBI could get involved on that one.
In the
right?
pubic hair thing? Yeah. Your friend Paul pointing out, maybe Twitch is her trainer. That's true. Probably. This was 5 years ago. People are like, oh, she could buy that gym, so on and so forth.
Who cares?
This
Get
was
your
5
own
years
then.
ago, yeah.
Can't you have your own gym if you want to do that shit? That's it.
Kraken Slappin says she goes straight to being the victim. Yeah.
I'm being phone shamed. Oh my God.
And by the way, this is not women's fault. I've said this before on the show. This is men's fault. This is the reason Amouranth and people like that are the way they are. It's because of men. It's not because of women.
Men are teaching her
Yes.
how to treat her? You teach people how to treat you.
Yeah, men teach her because they, Darren Orson says it, if you're hot and never get told no, you're probably insufferable. That's what it is. Like every guy has let her get away with shit that in their own morality, they're not okay with.
And so
they would not let that shit fly if a 260-pound chick told them that.
And she's got, like, it is interesting to me that, like, all these people do have, like, significant others and stuff that must just be with them for, what do you think, money?
Well, she and her husband did that whole gimmick like a year ago.
She's married.
Remember her husband and her did that gimmick a year ago where they pretended to be like in an abusive relationship and have a domestic, and she was crying. And then all of a sudden everything's fine. She's good. They're all together. Everyone's cool.
And let's not forget.
But remember, he threatened to murder their dogs and everything else.
Not really. She said that.
No, I know. She's full of shit.
And let's not forget to, stream all of our disagreements.
Yeah.
Isn't that the most fun is when you and I have a nice fucking Donnybrook and we stream the whole thing?
We always film our fights. You can check it out on the Bad Luck Boys on YouTube. But the Amouranth thing, this would have been easily avoidable. She never would have ended up this way if in high school, college, she would have had boyfriends. And when shit like this gym thing happened, the boyfriend, she went, "You wouldn't believe what happened to me at the gym today. It was this." And he looked at it and he goes, "Honey, you were being fucking insufferable and you were being really rude to these people. What the fuck is wrong? You don't do that at the gym. You see all these people? They didn't ask to be filmed. And you filmed them, and that's why they kicked you out. But because she's hot and they want to fuck her, they go, 'Oh, that is terrible. They were harassing you. It's clearly because you're so beautiful.'"
Yeah, she's definitely somebody who's had boyfriends since she was 14, and every single time she had something that inconvenienced her, they all said, "Oh, that is so unfair. I'm so sorry."
Yeah, so in many ways, I don't blame the woman. I blame the guys. The guys could put an end to this because look at dudes. Guys change shit about themselves if they're not getting laid. Guys change shit about themselves if women aren't paying attention to them.
Some of them.
Some of them set your car on fire after traveling 700 miles, but I get it. A woman will do the same thing, but women don't have the same social pressure to change for men the way that men do to change for women. Women complain about the pressure more, but men receive more of it. We internalize it. There are a lot more women that end up like Amouranth than men who end up like Amouranth.
Yeah.
Because men, when they're confronted with a situation like this, they're like, "Oh my God, I'll never get pussy again. What am I going to do?" I've told the story in middle school. I changed my entire wardrobe. I made my parents go buy me new clothes because my buddy told me if I kept wearing wrestling shirts, no girl would go out with me.
And look at you.
And now look at me. I wore a Hulkamania shirt yesterday.
You got snatched up, and now you can go back to wearing your wrestling clothes.
I got pussy and wrestling shirts. Best of both worlds. Guys, you think I'm just sitting here blowing my own bagpipes on this show? I'm living the advice. Listen to me. I got to wear my wrestling shirts and fuck a hot broad. I can lead you. I'll feed you, baby birds. Sorry, hot broad. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, you told me a little bit ago that, well, no, you said that most hot broads are fucking crazy. So I said, yeah, he married me because I was homely and humble.
Right. And then I fixed her. I bought myself an old 67 Chevelle that was rusted out and had no wheels, and I refurbished it from scratch. Remember you had no titties and you were brunette when I met you, and then I gussied you all up?
I would never be a brunette. How dare you?
Garrett Johnson says, men enable by giving women, especially hot women, whatever they want and letting them do whatever they want. Why would you expect Amouranth to change if she's never met any resistance? None of us are ever going to change if things are going well.
Right. The only resistance she's met with is women. Like that woman who tried to not kick her out of that gym.
Yeah.
And then, like, in her brain, she's going to be like, "Oh, well, the guys are fine with it. You're just a bitch." Like, that's where people get to be known as a bitch.
You know what the cure for entitled pretty girls is? Bitchy fat chicks.
No, you just got to watch Mean Girls. You make the entitled girl fat with Kelteen bars.
Yeah, hit them with a bus, I think is what you end up doing.